everyone. Myself Prashanth, working as assistant professor in CSE department. Today I am going to give introduction about Java. So what is Java? So before going for Java, first we have to know what is a programming language. So generally, if we want to communicate from one person to another person, we require a language, normal, natural language. So here we are using a natural language as any our mother tongue like English, Telugu, like that. If the user or person want to communicate with system, we require a language. So that language is generally called as programming language. So Java is a programming language. So if we want to write or if we want to communicate with system, we need a programming language. So how we are going to communicate means with some set of instructions. So if I want to communicate with computer, then I need a set of instructions. That set of instructions is called as program. So this program we are going to write with the help of some set of rules. So that set of rules is provided by a programming language. So Java is a programming language. So what kind of programming language? So there are so many programming languages are there like C, C++, Java, Python, etc. So there are plenty of languages are there. Prior to Java, they used C and C++. There are so many programming languages are there. But nowadays the Java is very famous. Even though plenty of languages are coming in the market, but Java becomes very popular, and day by day it is increasing. It's increasing in the market. But what is the reason for that? Means, so by using Java we can develop so all kind of applications like web applications we can develop, standalone desktop applications we can develop, and we can also develop mobile applications. So we have so many flavors of Java like J2SE, J2EE, J2ME. So this is used to develop standalone applications, which the applications are going to be run on the desktop systems, single systems. Enterprise applications like web applications we can develop with J2EE. Mobile applications also developed J2ME. Anyhow, this J2ME was now replaced with some other new technology like Android Studio. So the Android Studio is also used to develop the mobile applications. Most of the syntax was taken from Java only. Not only this, so many programming languages like Kotlin. For all those languages, the major syntaxes were taken from the Java programming language. The person who is studying graduation or post graduation, whatever it may be, you want to become a programming language expert. Whatever the languages are day by day increasing, na? So whatever the programming languages you want to learn, if you know the Java syntaxes, if you know the Java programming language syntax, it becomes very easy to develop the web applications and to learn the new languages. So prior to the Java, there was C and C++. There are a lot of limitations were there in the C and C++, because the most drawback is we cannot develop the internet kind of applications with the help of C and C++. And the C and C++, C is not a object oriented programming language. So C++ is somewhat object oriented, but not that much of when you complete purely object oriented. So the purely object oriented programming is Java. Very simple when compared with the C and C++. Why the Java is simple when compared with the C and C++ in the sense? So a normal person who can understand the English, So the person can understand the programming language, whatever you written in the Java. It is similar to the English programming high level language, and so many topics like pointers and memory related automatic memory deletion will be available in Java, like garbage collector, and the confusion related things like pointer, go to statements, etc were removed from the Java. So this features makes Java as more simple, and the program whatever you are writing, the set of instructions whatever you are writing, which can understand by a normal person also, because it is very easy. And it has so many features like platform independent, platform independent robust, platform independent, robust, internet based applications we can develop, which is web applications we can say, that is distributed applications we can develop. Platform independent, once we write the Java program that can run in everywhere. We can develop the robust multi-threaded applications we can develop. So there are plenty of features available when come like this. There are so many features available when compared with the internet applications, distributed applications. We can also say simple. It is secured applications we can develop. Simple applications we can develop. Game related applications we can develop. All kind of applications we can develop with the Java when compared with the C. So what is the history of Java? So the Java first was developed by James Gosling, with the team of some members in the 1991. The first language initially they want to name as a oak. Lateral it was named with some coffee name, that is famous coffee name like Java. We have some history here. So they want to develop some the programming language which is supports platform independent and network related applications. So when they started with some team, what happened, they come up with one language. That language was named like oak. Later it was given the name Java. Initially it was owned by Sun Microsystems, and later on it was taken care by Oracle. The Oracle official vendor, the official site we can observe is oracle.com. So from the Oracle it is going to be developed, from Oracle now going to take care about the Java. So this is some history. So the name which was initially it was taken, that was called as Green Project, and the Green project, which is led by the James Gosling along with the some persons, they started developed, and they developed Oak language. Later it was named as Java. So this is some little bit history about Java. Now, so we want to write the, as I said in the previous only, we want to communicate with the system. Then we are going to write the programs. So the program means we required some environment should be developed or set in our system. So in order to set the environment, then we need to go for the official website oracle.com. So this is the official website. So there we can download the JDK. JDK means Java Development Kit, which provides the set of tools and libraries which are used to develop the Java applications. I want to develop the Java applications. So then I need to install JDK in my system. The JDK is available in this particular site. So there are so many versions are there. So present some Java 25 version is going to run, but the previous versions also automatically support in your system. So it is recommended to download any of the long term support version, which is LTS versions, which is stable versions, long term stable versions. So even every day new features were added by the Oracle people, but there are some standard versions are going to be released. So that standard versions are recommended to download. So the Java 17, Java 8, we can say JDK 17 and Java 8 is recommended for developing the Java applications. So go to this official website and download the JDK. Once you download the JDK in your machine, for example, in the C drive, program files, once you in the Google, if you download in the program files, if the Java is installed, you are going to get a folder like this. If you download JDK, then you will get a folder like this, C program files Java. This this file contains JDK. So this JDK is going to be have Java folder. This is a folder. Inside of that, JDK will be there. Inside of this JDK folder, you are going to get a Java C, which is compiler. So one inside of that, we are going to get all these folders inside of that particular JDK folder. So once you download it, it is going to be download into your local machines like C program files. In these C program files, you are having Java JDK. Inside of the JDK, you are having the bin folder. So this bin folder contains all Java compiler. The Java compiler which is used to run the application, whatever you written, you set of syntax rules, whatever you are writing in the high level programming language will be compiled by this Java compiler. So now once you download it, then this folder will become JDK, and inside of the JDK bin folder will be there. So now we need to give the instructions, or we need to tell the operating system where your compiler, Java compiler is available. So we are giving a path, to OS to tell where the Java compiler is available. Who is Java compiler? So whatever the program you are writing, that program needs some application to run, or to whether you have written according to that particular rules and regulations or not, somebody has to be checked. So somebody has to be checked means the operating system has to be know where exactly this compiler is available. So once you downloaded the JDK, then the bin folder will be given into your local machine. Now we need to tell the operating system, yes, here this is available. So to do that, here we are having one concept. That concept is called as setting the path. So the first step is downloading. After that, we need to set the path. So in your system, you can type environment variables, or right click on the my computer, so that you are going to get some settings, advanced system settings. In that, environment variables will be there. So there, once you click on that, automatically variable name will become, you give the path and variable name, and variable value is this. So G program file JDK bin. So click on OK. See, once you click on the environment variable, so there are two things will be there, that local variables and system variables. We need to set path inside of the system variable. You need to click on the new. Why? Once you set the path in the local machine, it is only for one user. If you set the path in the system variable, then it is accessible with all the users which are using that particular system. So always recommended to give the system variable, click on new, path, and see program files Java JDK bin, click on OK. So then close it. Now the environment is ready to set or to write the program. Now we want to check whether the Java is installed or not. Then from your machine, open command prompt, type Java then automatically all the related files will be given. So the meaning is Java is ready. If you type Java C, then the file should be listed like this. Then the meaning is yes, your operating system able to identify where the Java compiler is available. Now if the Java compiler will available, the operating system knows yes, whatever the high level program you are writing, that can be compiled, or that can be taken, or that can be understand to according to the Java fundamental rules or not. So how many steps? First, we need to download JDK from Oracle site. This is the first step. Second, by clicking on the next, install it. After that, in your local machine, Java folder and the JDK, inside of the JDK, you are having bin. Inside of the bin, you are having Java C, but we require only this path. So this path you need to copy and paste into environment variable, system variables, environment variables, and click on finish. After that, go to the command prompt and type Java C. So if you type Java C, if you able to see all these kind of files, the meaning is yes, your machine is ready to execute or to write the Java program. Your machine is ready now. So this is the next step. Next, now you have written some program like this. Hello, public static. What all this? The class name. What is public? What is static? What mean? String arguments. We will discuss. Meanwhile, how your program. See, I said once at the beginning only. I told you one thing. If you are communicating with one person to another person, we required a language. So that language, whatever the familiar with both persons, then we are taking the programming language. So if this person know English, if this person know Telugu, then we required a translator who knows both languages, taking your English language and convert that into some machine understandable language. After that, it will be translate again to the person. In the same way, whatever you are writing, this is the public class, public system. In generally, it is a normal English language. The person programmer, you know only English, is writing it, but operating system inbuilt your machine, on the top of your machine operating system will be there, on the top of your hardware operating system will be there. The machine only understands what? Zeros and ones. But you are written public class allow, some good set of code you have written. What is this open braces? What is this close braces? What is this dot? What is this double quotes? We have some everything, some for every token or for every line, whatever you are writing in your programming part has some meaning, is defined by the developers or the who developed Java. So that there should be a person should be convert, the intermediate code is required in order to understand by the machine. So how this is working, what is Java compiler, what is JDK, what is JRE, these are all the terms we need to understand. So we are understanding here, we will try to understand here. So this is the person who knows only English and he have written some set of code. Now this code is given some name. For example, take hello.java. So whatever the programming you are writing, so it is a Java file. That is the reason extension should be Java. This is the source file. Generally, it is called as source file. Always the source file is going to be written like this: hello.java, saved in any other location. Once you write this code, we need to print. My intention is what? To print hello Java. So for that, I have written one set of code, set of lines I have written. Now I need to submit this to some person. So who is that person? You are giving this code hello.java to Java compiler by giving a command like in the command prompt. In the command prompt, open the command prompt. For example, in the D drive, my folder name is 123. Inside of this folder, I have hello.java. In this folder, I saved this file. Now go to open the command prompt and go to this location, change the directory to 123, change the directory to hello.java, and after that type java c. So you are asking Java compiler like hello.java. This is the file name. So you are giving your source file by writing a command like in the command prompt java c space hello.java. This here the hello.java is file name of this code. Now this will generate one intermediate code that is generally called as bytecode. So this is some class file. Class file is going to be generated here. So what is that? Java hello dot class file will be given some intermediate code. It is not totally executable code, or it is not totally in our English language. So whatever the code generated by the compiler, not exactly the English, not exactly the executable code. It is some intermediate code. That intermediate code is generated by the Java compiler. It checks whether this programming language, whatever the user written, as per the rules of Java programming or not. See here, a semicolon is there. Every line is semicolon. So this is the block of code. Every block of code, opening braces and closing braces. This block of code, opening and close. It is as per the syntax or not. It is a capital letter or not. If everything is correct, then it generates one intermediate code. That intermediate code is generally called as class. That is hello.class will be given. So this intermediate code contains bytecode. Now this bytecode now again given whatever the code hello.class name is given, right? So now we are giving this code to the Java, means JVM, Java space hello. What is hello? Hello is a class file. So this class file contains bytecode. Now we are giving this bytecode to the JVM. See, up to here common, whatever the code generated by the compiler runs on every operating system, every machine. See, in my machine, I have Windows operating system, but JDK is platform independent, right? So platform independent. So whatever the code generated by this JDK going to be run irrespective of the platform. That is the reason Java is called as JDK is what? Platform independent. But after submitting it, forever for your machine is having Windows, then respective JVM you are going to install on your system, right? So the JVM is what? Platform depends. Obviously JVM is not going to be irrespective to your operating system you are installing. JVM automatically installs based upon your operating system. But whatever the code, whatever the JDK compiler you want to run this code, not require of JDK, you can run in this system, in this system, in this system. So up to here it is a platform independent. So here whatever the bytecode is generated, that is generally hello.class file, is given to the JVM. Now the JVM generates a bytecode like this. So here in this hello file will hello is the hello Java is going to be print. So this is executable code. So here user is writing a program. A user is writing set of instructions that is called as source code. This source code is given to the compiler. This compiler generates class file. This class file is going to give to the JVM. JVM means Java Virtual Machine. So this Java Virtual Machine is going to generate the output file. So this is the Java program processed. In this way it is going to be processed. Here the two things come here, whether this JDK, JVM, JRG, all these are same means no. So if you want to work with the Java, then at the beginning only I told you we need to install JDK. Once you install JDK, by defaultly the JRE will be given. So this is nothing but Java runtime environment. So this Java runtime environment, see, along with the bin, you are having bin folder, right? In that bin folder, you are having Java compiler, debugger, etc., etc. Apart from that, you are going to get JRE. This JRE is going to be have Java virtual machine and some few libraries set. So JDK contains Java compiler, right? And this JDK also contains JRE. This is Java runtime environment. See, in order to whatever the program written by the user, whether it is according to the conditions or according to the syntaxes or not, it is going to check that rules are given by the compiler is going to generate some intermediate code. That intermediate code again given to Java runtime environment. This Java runtime environment contains what? JVM and set of libraries. So the clearly here mentioned here, JDK means Java development kit, JRE means Java runtime environment. JRE is the part of JDK. JRE is the part of JDK. This JRE contains JVM. So what is JVM? Java Virtual Machine. So it is a runtime environment. The JVM is part of runtime environment. JDK is part of development environment. So whatever the code you are writing, for that purpose you require some set of tools in order to develop that rules. That an entire development environment is provided with the help of JDK. The runtime support is provided by JRE. So it allows the developing and running of Java program. Here it only running of program. So the JRE contains JVM, etc. So it contains so the JDK contains some set of compiler and all. JRE contains, this is exact definition of JDK, JVM and JRE. JDK means Java Development Kit. JVM means Java Virtual Machine. JRE means Java Runtime Environment. If we install JDK, so our computer in our local machine, so like this we are going to get JRE separate and JVM separate, JDK separate we are going to get. If you open that JDK folder, you are going to have bin. Inside of bin, compiler will be there. If you open JRE, so you are going to be have JVM and set of libraries. So like this you are going to be have JDK. JDK is Java Development Kit. It is the largest component. It includes Java compiler, Java runtime environment, which is used to run the Java application. Which includes Java virtual machine. So this is dependent to the operating system JVM. So whatever the code, intermediate code or class file, whatever generated here is going to run everywhere irrespective of operating system. But in your machine, in order to run that particular class file, your machine should be according to that particular operating system, means JVM. So this is JDK, JVM and JRE. It is a simple program. For now we are going to write how to write a simple program. What is the meaning of it? So take any IDE or notepad, or we can say notepad in the sense notepad or any IDE you can take. IDE means integrated development environment like Eclipse, or we can take Visual Studio Code or NetBeans, IntelliJ. So these are all nothing but IDE. So integrated development environment, it supports, it provides some set of tools in order to develop and run, compile your Java application. or you can take a normal notepad also. In the notepad, open the notepad and write the Java code and save with extension of any name, hello.java, like that. So like that you need to write. So here the set of code you have written. So what is it? Public class my first program. Here public means access modifier. So what is access modifier? In the coming classes we will see. This is simple. How long we can access this particular class name, my first program, is defined here. Public, it is a keyword, class is a keyword. So the class name is my first. So the class contains a block of code. So in Java, whatever the code you are writing, like this only, compulsory, the set of whatever the things you are writing, that should be encapsulated or that should be embedded inside of class. Java is object oriented programming language. Java is a object oriented programming language in the sense everything you need to write inside of class. So classes and objects. So here the class name is my first program. Public static void main, it is a method name. So it is a method name which is default. See, once I write this program, then just now we discussed, we are going to compile this program with like this, hello, or first my first program. Here in this I have my first dot java. So my hello my first dot java. Once I give, then I'm going to get my first dot class file. Now I want to print hello and while, then this class file I'm going to give to JVM by calling my first java. So automatically JVM is going to search where this method is available. This is the main method, the execution of your program. Your class may contain 1000 classes. Your class may contain 100 classes. The JVM always used to search for what? Where you define the main method. So where the main method is defined? Inside of this. So your execution always begins, the entry point for your JVM in order to execute your program always begins from here only. So class my first program, this is the way of defining class. Inside of that method, so inside of that the statements whatever you want are going to write. So this is the simple Java program. See here, public class my first program is nothing but class declaration. So every Java application is contained within this class. So a class may or may not contain the main method, but some method will be there. So even you are having multiple methods, always JVM searches for the where exactly the main method. We need to call all those other user defined methods from this main method only. Anyhow, we will see later so many programs, but this is a simple program here. So this is entry point of JVM in order to execute it. Public class, class name, public static void main string arguments. See here, the case, it is case sensitive language. Every token, the caps letter or small letter is very important. See, it is recommended always the class name should begin with capital letter. If multiple words are there, then use again restart with the capital letter. So main method name always small and this S should be capital. In this, system is the class, out is instance, println is the method. So system, it's a object oriented. To access this method, compulsory we require instance, and the instance from where this class system.out.println, where helps us to print the program. So here public is access modifier, class is a token where I can define this is the class, public is again access modifier, static is a keyword again, where this method main is a method, it is a static type of method. So there are static and instance methods will be there, we will discuss at the time of methods. So static is a keyword, void means return type, main is the name of the method, and this method is having what, arguments. So this system is a class, out is instance, println is a method which is available, the print stream class, so which is used to print the set of strings. So this is a simple understanding of Java program. So we will discuss remaining in the next class.